are multi-talented. Yeah, share with us some more hobbies of yours.
I love reading. I'm a big reader.
Okay.
And I also love yoga. Like I really feel very relaxed and complete when I'm practicing
आपको
yoga.
देखते ही पता चलेगा, so very pleasant and very calm,
Not
very
really,
smiley.
not all the time. I have my bad days too. I was learning Ikbana like many years ago, but I never actually was able to complete that. I would love to, whatever few dishes I know how to make, I enjoy doing that, but I don't think I have time to do it as often as I'd like. I'd love to kind of learn the culinary arts some more.
Tell us about writer in you.
I don't have, again, a lot of time to write, but I was freelancing for Hyderabad Times a few years ago. We have a parenting workshop called STEP, and the three of us would actually freelance for the Hyderabad Times on parenting, on education, on intelligence, basically child-centric issues. And that was really enjoyable, and I've been asked a number of times to write for different educational journals and publications, and I've done that. I find that it's not so difficult, I just need time to do it. Okay. And I kind of enjoy it. I feel it helps me kind of crystallize all my experiences of education and kind of what I'm doing with a personal narrative, and I can share it with thousands of others.
Are you able to get time for yourself?
That's really important, because Stephen Covey in 7 Habits says that we need time to sharpen the saw. So we need time for our physical domain, we need time for our social, emotional, we have time for our mental and our spiritual as well. So I find that if you don't maintain that work-life balance, so it's really important that you do keep that balance. I'm always trying to keep a balance, but I'll always fall one way or the other. So I haven't mastered that, but again, it's a continual process. You just keep trying. The moment you tip one way or the other, you'll fall, then you have to bring back up and then balance it with the other side. So it's a constant struggle. It's a constant struggle to keep that balance.
Which place do you like most in Hyderabad?
I like the spas. I love going for spa treatments. So if I ever really want to relax and unwind and just rejuvenate myself, I'll head to one of the spas in town. And Hyderabad has some great spas now. Yeah.
Before starting this Glendale Academy, and after starting this Glendale Academy, what type of changes you have seen this education system, and what type of changes you want to be doing?
I feel that when I first moved to Hyderabad in 1995, I felt there is so much. Huge classrooms, overcrowded classrooms. I saw chalk and talk method. I saw a lot of rote memorization. And I think after about 2000, 2001, with a lot of these international schools kind of, springing up, I felt that both schools were willing to offer more and parents were also expecting more. And we have, at Glendale, for example, we've got hundreds of students who are children of NRIs. They've worked or lived in the States or otherwise for a number of years. They've come back, so obviously they demand a lot more in terms of education. They're used to, a different type of education system. I think they like Glendale because they see it as a nice blend of the East and the West.
Right.
It's taking the best of both worlds. I think that's kind of something that I enjoy as well. I love being in the twain. I love having my foot in both the East and the West. And there's a saying that says, East is East and West is West, and never twain shall they meet. But I don't think that's true. I think we're living in a global world now. And I think you can be Indian and still be global and have experience of all that your own heritage has to offer, as well as what the global world has to offer.
Which standard you'll give Indian education system in world education system?
I think that we still have a long way to go. I mean, the types of things that we're offering, say at Glendale Academy or in some of the other fine institutions within the country, how much of the population are you catering to? You still have the huge middle class, lower middle class socioeconomic strata that doesn't have those basic facilities. Like just today in the paper, they were talking about, and even yesterday, just having basic toilet facilities.
Right.
There's a lot to be desired even for that. They're the number one reason why a lot of females drop out of school in India is because of the lack of toilet facilities in the government schools, you know.
Right of education is a primary right. Education is a primary right. But whom
Quality
to-
really differs.
Yeah,
I think there's huge variables in terms of the type of quality. And that's something that we still need to address in India, I think.
Beyond that, tell me about your family life.
Well, I have 3 boys, and I wish I had a girl, but I
God,
don't.
you don't look like.
So I have 3 boys. I think that's something that I kind of miss out on. I feel like having a daughter would have just been a very different experience in my life. I feel outnumbered because I have my husband and 3 boys, so I'm the only female amongst us.
You told me that you'll cook sometimes. What is your favorite dish?
Cooking, I like, I think I'm a big foodie. I love having different types of cuisines. No one cuisine in particular. I love Italian, I love Thai.
Oh.
Japanese. I mean, even Mughlai cooking. I really, I love eating actually in general.
What the suggestions you want to give?
Given a lot of lip service to how it's a noble profession, and I feel that a teacher, she makes such an incredible difference in the lives of hundreds of children that she would have taught in her lifetime. And the type of impact that you have is just phenomenal. I think the best thing that I would like to suggest on Teachers' Day is to never stop learning yourself, because a teacher also has to be a lifelong learner. And there's no end to how much she or he can develop himself or herself. And the more you develop yourself, that is how much more richness you can bring to the classroom, how much more you can help the children. So in the course of helping children develop themselves, never stop developing as an individual. I mean, that's, I think that's what's helped me, is that you never stop learning, you never stop developing, you never stop building your skill set. In the 21st century, that is a requirement that we have to be lifelong learners. I think within about a month or 2 we'll be behind if we stop learning.
Glendale is doing very well and very great. And are you satisfied with this Glendale? And you want to do more, and you want more any developments to Glendale?
Definitely. I mean, I think we're still growing. It's our decennial year. We finished 9 academic years, so this is our 10th year, and we have a lot of decennial celebrations in store. It's grown to a satisfactory level, but in education and in terms of child development, I think the sky is the limit in terms of how much further you can go. So I guess in that sense, there's your satisfaction is never quenched. It's always an upward spiral of growth, and that's what we're aspiring towards. We've started Advantage Teacher Leadership Institute because my forte, my focus was teacher training. So now we've opened up teacher training to others within the city and the state. So that's something that we'd like to, have grow in a big way, teacher training, because there's a huge need for that. I have a tie-up with some teachers in the United States, and we've started a mentoring program, and that's going really well. We'd like to grow that. We've started EduFund a few years back, the early learning academies. My husband is getting into Glendale Institute of Management Sciences as well. So great. I think probably grow in different aspects in the field of education. That's probably what's in store.
Thank you so much for spending your valuable time
and
sharing your views
regarding
this Glendale Academy. And I hope in future this academy do well, and all the best for you.
Thank you.